be your biggest cheerleader also. I've listened to your podcast before, and someone said that like art is subjective, it is not objective. Sika sports, sports Kenya Cup tunataka kushinda ile kikombe, that's an objective. Teams always they want to win that, but art is subjective. Kenya unapenda,
Kenya mtu mwingine anapenda.
So you have to be your own first number one fan, but open your ears to correction and open your eyes, watch and learn.
Thank you so much, Patrick.
This is African Real Insights Podcast, where we talk about the process and business behind film and TV content production, hosted by Uncle Marcus.
Hello guys, I go by the groovy Uncle Marcus, and this is African Real Insights Podcast. Today I'm joined by a sports cinematographer, a videographer, and he's been running Takeover Media for a while. Takeover Media has and is coveraging from high school to club rugby, strictly sports. I'm not sure if I said the right thing, but I'll give the gentleman a chance to tell you more on what he's doing on Takeover Media. But fun thing to note, this guy's been my friend since Form 1. We've been boys, so there's a lot of friendships also going on behind the scenes. And as I tell you, here at ARIP, we try and teach you things, crafts and skills, connect you with the industry, connections with people who are already doing these things, and just encouraging you that it's possible to do these things in the set life and in the industry life. Patrick, habari yako, and thank you so much for honoring the call today and just showing up for ARIP.
Salama sana, lazima nikikuja.
I appreciate you, man. I want you to talk to the people when you're nakuona for the first time. Tunataka tuongee Takeover Media and also what you're doing, because you're not just a videographer or cinematographer.
Take a chance to introduce.
Take a chance. We're gonna start now. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Patrick Mtuku. Takeover Media. We do mostly sports coverage and events. But so far, Takeover itself is a sports media coverage. Mostly high school and club games. We're trying to promote rugby because I play rugby. So I started with the sports that I'm most familiar with. But now we are trying to venture out to other things, other games, just to reach out more people.
Okay. So you said sports, rugby majorly, and you also play rugby. Tulicheza Impala, nika hang boots, so kasama continuous. How has that been? And short commercial break, let's hold that thought. Are we doing rugby season imeanza, and how are we doing as Impala?
Rugby season imeanza. Impala tuko sawa. Usisikize watu wengine wanasema nini. Si atupiga si ligi yetu. Now you're playing with people.
Mlikuwa Kakamega juzi.
Story ya Kabras, achia Kabras. Sisi story ya Nondis Queens au Kiboko. Ngoja tu utasikia.
Okay. So the season also of rugby is back, and on that sense, I'm a cinematographer. I consider myself also as a videographer. So my previous guest had an issue of being called a cinematographer. Alikuwa anasema, "Wewe, mimi videographer." But Ronnie is a cool guy. I hope you get to watch. Yeah, I'm watching your video. I hope what may watch. So Patrick, as a cinematographer also, one fact is why sports? Tell us, why did you decide to take? What's the opportunity? What's the gap you saw?
So let me give you a little bit of a backstory. So nikiwa Form 1 tumejiona kuanzia Form 2. Form 1 nilikuwa shule nyingine.
Hadi mimi.
Nilifanya nikakuja hiyo shule nyingine.
So ni Form 1 yetu.
Sawa. So when I was in my former school, I was doing drama. So that's when the passion for film and everything creative started. And then when I came to Fafa Jericho, then now I was like, I went to the pitch and I was like, I think I can do this thing. And then that's where the sports side was born. So in my life, I usually have those two things going on.
Sports.
And then nikakuja huko nikakuwa mkubwa, and then I was trying to do career. You're playing, and then I'm like, why don't I just do the things I love? So I always start with what I love. So I started with rugby and doing shooting.
Okay. I've seen Takeover Media evolve with time from you just shooting photos to now we have a website, we do live matches also. How is your journey? And let's say someone is watching and you're thinking about equipment and gear as cinematographers. Do you own your own gear? Do you lease? And what will it take for someone to cover a sport event?
Covering a sports event is not that easy, but if you have your own gear, it gets a little bit easier. Because when you're doing sports, no one is paying you. You're doing something out of your own passion. So you're trying to minimize the cost as much as possible. But unless you have that contract and everything, but I suppose when you're starting out, it's just out of passion. So having your own gear is really like kitu tu iko hapo itakusaidia na kupea an edge. Now then you can, if you have your own camera, now you can hire sound equipment and make it a little bit better, or maybe have a friend give you a tripod and all that. So starting it, just start with what you have, and then now grow as the channel grows, grow with it. Now that's the approach I took. Just said, what do I love? I love playing rugby. And then what do I have? I have a camera. Can I match the two and create something out of it and make something of myself? That's what I did. So I started with a camera and a sound equipment, and I started with my own team before ndo wanizoe. Unajua watu wakisha kuona umerecord team yenu, umerecord team yenu tena. Next time ukienda game ingine like najua ule msee, but you can't just start and then umeenda kurecord Queens na Nondis.
I get.
I mean msee Impala. They'll be like, hey, that's a spy or something.
That's our first tip, by the way. Charity starts at home. So, anzia penye uko. Sindio?
Yeah.
Start from where you are. So, tip number 1 itakuwa, whatever you're making, just start from where you are. So, you love cooking. Make a cooking video. You love playing rugby. Let's shoot some sports activity. Yeah. You love watching TV. Review a movie. So, tip number 1 is start at home and start with what you love. Yeah. Pato, you spoke about us in high school joining. Have you pursued filming career? What are you doing? Did you go to school for this?
So yeah, as much as I'm doing what I love, this is also what I do professionally. I went to Kenyatta University, did a degree in theater arts and production.
Okay.
So I'm good on the stage and I'm good behind the camera.
2 in 1,
I'm a very good actor. It's just that I've not put myself out there in that side of things. But okay, let me see. I'll chase a few opportunities and go trying my acting skills again.
Okay, I love this. By the way, on that note, guys, if you've seen the product on the table, if you've seen the gate and the gloves, we sell this product. And you can, yes, Patrick has even bought some of these products, by the way, he can testify. And speaking of acting, there's a short film I did. It's just a 1-minute video. Please just take this time and watch this. It's on Anonym Picture Studios. It's called The Spirit. I want to do a second part. I'm dropping it in like mini series. So 1-minute video. So I will share the link and I'll put it in the video.
Who would put a painting here?
You've never heard the story for that lady who offed herself in this dam? And then her husband followed a month later? No. Do you believe in spirits? No.
Yo, my guys, man, for real, bro. Call me an Uber. Man, you get to stay with them, man. Just call me an Uber, bro. I ain't trying to walk on this street alone. Man, this place is dangerous. Yo, man, stop pissing me off, man. Just get me the Uber. Aye. I'm waiting, bro.
So Patrick, for you said degree in theater and arts.
Theater arts and film production.
Kudos, Lion. That's the most important thing. Also, when you're applying the cinematography craft, you need to have the technical know-how and also go to class and get the skills so that you can bring them together and imagine make something really worthwhile. So, some of the challenges you faced while you're recording when you started, what are some of the nitty-gritties or issues you were facing?
Some of the challenges, like I highlighted before, was sound. And then also when you're starting, you don't have the connect with the various teams or the various people.
Networks.
We're just winging it. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. But most of the people have been very welcoming. Right now, my job did the talking for me. So right now, even when I go to an event and I'm not accredited, I hope they don't see this. They don't usually ask me because they're already familiar with
You're
me
a whole
being,
company,
yeah,
bro.
they're familiar with me being on the sidelines doing my
Yes.
thing. And then even when I'm playing, so I always get players are like, unacheza alafu unakuja kushoot. I'm like, it's my craft. If I don't do it, nobody else will do it.
I think you're a really different breed of guy, bro. You wouldn't thought would have been here, me and you talking about cinematography in the film aspect. We should have been talking about rugby games, but times have changed, and we are actually trying to penetrate the market and also create employment for ourselves.
That's the other thing. You always have to be like a chameleon. You have to adapt with where you are. You know, if ni time ya kucheza rugby, cheza rugby. But you can always be something else. You just can't be one thing. Actually, kwa hii dunia sahi, it's good if you try a few different things. Pia mimi ukinipata time upishi, I'm a different person and I'm also still good at it. So yeah, you have to try different things.
Okay, let's go back to the camera and let's talk about the gear you have. You said you own your own camera, so it's very important. Times are changing, and I can even say in this gig economy, everyone who has their own camera are making more. Because you're getting those clients and you're getting booked, and the money for hiring is going back to your pocket. Which camera do you have and what lens do you use? And did you start there?
Yeah, I have a Canon 90D. It's when I was buying a camera, I did my research. So I was doing research, and then I was saying there's an entry level for doing production, like serious production. Then there's the ones for doing TV and everything. These are like mainstream. And then kuna hizo zingine za wapiga picha town nini
250D.
So vitu kama hizo. So I was looking there, so they recommended 90D is an entry level professional camera.
Okay,
so I was like,
okay.
yeah, whatever I'm doing, I'm still doing this, but I want to be a professional. So let me just buy the entry level and then I'll upgrade from there. So I'm using a 90D. It's an entry level professional camera. It does the work very well, shoots 4K and everything. Has a flip screen, so it's good for sports. High angles, low angles, ukitaka kulala kwa nyasi, kitu yote, like it's a wonderful camera. I've worked with it for the last 4 years. Sisikia hata ku-upgrade, like nishaizoea. But maybe there's better ones for out of quality, darkness, is shoot kwa giza better. But gear, uzuri ya kuwa na gear yako ni unaelewana nayo. Unaona vitu za kuomba saa zingine ni tricky. Watu wengine wameshikashika, wanataka ifanye nini ikui, but kuwa na gear yako, it's very efficient. First you save time. You know, when kinipigia pato ni aje tokea kuna kazi leo, I'm like kamera yangu, tripod yangu, sound yangu nimetokea.
Let's have it.
Kupigia and you don't have your gear,
I must call someone else.
You have to, nakuja. Then now, sasa kamera. Pato ni aje nikutafute.
True.
And then I might fail you. Someone else might come through, but you have to go the wrong guy.
Pick it, the expenses.
So having your own gear is...
I'll take that also. If you're freelancing sports or you're an aspiring freelancing sports, our tip number 2 would be also acquire your own gear. Just get your own gear to cut out all the expenses and the cost rather than hiring, so that you can just show up at that game whenever you're needed. And you guys are also traveling most of the time on the road. Are you an official now in the team's media? Are you the ones catering? Because you said you started with the Impala, that's your own team. Yeah. Has it progressed so far?
Yes. So I started with just a camera and shooting games. I didn't have a clear structure or a clear plan. But then along the way, things God akafungua njia. You know, you always say seek and you will find. So you have to seek. So I was outside there just doing, and then opportunities zikafunguka. So currently I'm the social media manager of Impala Rugby, doing the creatives, directing things to do with brand visibility, to just put the club out there in a positive way.
Okay, so I've had a conversation with several creatives, and we always come to this conversation where people are saying people put out content most of the time to just fill in the content, kujaza working hours, kufika hizo 10,000 hours. There's no storytelling to it. How do you go? What's your process for sports so that it has and gets those numbers or keep the attentions for people? Do you consider such things like this when you're producing your content?
When I was starting out, I didn't have a clear working plan. So I was just shooting and putting out there, like you said, which is an important step. I won't play it down.
Yes.
Because you have to have your work out there. ataka inakaaje.
Please
Ni
don't
kazi yako.
sema.
So just try to do something, put out there, find your community. So I was shooting, and then like all my, what are they called? Are they viewers or subscribers?
Viewer,
They are
subscribers.
natural. No, sijaienda nikaambia by the way, tafadhali ama nikambe. No,
You don't campaign, you've not paid for ads.
I know I've not done any of that.
Okay.
The channel has just grown on itself. Maybe that's why it's growing slowly, but that's what I wanted. I didn't want any pressure to it, because like I said, when I was starting, it's just for myself, something I love. It's just I wanted to have a place where when I grow old, I can watch the videos of myself when I was playing rugby. Wewe sasa ukiambia sasa unacheza rugby, hatuwezi amini. Labda nikue nikusupport. But mimi nikisema I can show them a link.
I agree. I won't argue, but niko na mapicha.
Uko na picha? But ukiwa kwa band man watajua
hata mimi but nimekuona ukibeba ball ukilima watu. I see.
That's how I was doing it. I wanted just to record myself and have a few things about myself when I was playing, so that I remember. Then I was like, if I can do it for myself, I can do it for my team. And then if I can do it for my team, I can also do it for the whole rugby fraternity. And it's going to be quite a big thing. When I was starting out, kukuwa na content mingi za rugby.
True.
Actually, I think I was the first person doing the shooting kwa game, and then you go and post.
So like, no, there's that other guy, the only one who's doing lens.
It's XIX.
Something lens. There was only one guy that was there. Remember before Takeover came?
Lens was a photographer. So most of them are doing
Photography.
So I was the first person to bring the videography.
Aspect.
Apart from XIX was there, but they weren't there like out. Like But right now, because of what I've been doing, people have been seeing me, afu nacheza na bado na shoot, wasenga wako inspired. So there are very many different channels now that zina shoot rugby content. Nikienda game napatananga na videographer karibu 3, photographer karibu 7, and deep down I'm proud. Hata nikislack kazi inafanyika, wasi wengine wana put rugby out there to the world, and then I'm very happy about it.
Okay. Takeover Media, that's a brand you run. Is there another brand that you run? And what's the other brand about?
Takeover Media is my brand. It's for sports.
Strictly sports.
Yeah. Personally, myself, I'm film dealer. So hiyo kinita matanga, harusi, movie, baby shower. So that film dealer will come.
Okay.
Now this is me, the person. Film dealer is the person. Takeover is the
company, the brand.
Yeah, film dealer is the person.
Okay.
That's what I run. So, but I do other things. I'm trying also to push a brand on step dance. Step dance is a modern way of doing like cardio on the steps.
Cardio.
Kitambo walikuwa wanafanya tu zile marumba.
Na bike.
So ni zile wase wamekomanda walikuwa wanazipenda sana. But our new wave tunajaribu ku bringing my youngings hadi like inabamba ni wetu ya step dance. Ukiangalia ndio angalia IG you'll get what it is about, and then
I've seen
please join.
I've seen a couple of your dances. Well, so join the community. So you also cover step dance, like you document it or you're dancing? You've seen those clips where your cameraman is also a dancer, so like you're dancing and they're dancing with you. Are you those type of?
They've been asking me to join them for a very long time, and I'm like, najitetea sasa, mimi naendaga gym ya rugby. Sasa mtakataka ni sweat nikate kilo watu wanipige huko kwa kiwanja. But just trying to grow the brand.
Step dance.
That's what I do. I'm growing that brand. So if you also have a brand and you need someone to do it for you, you can reach out to me. Yeah, if you want to have a social media manager, you can do that. If you just want a videographer, nikuvideo afu nikupatie video zako, I also do that. Like I'm open to.
As he's saying that and smiling, we did an event with Patrick for Executive Connect some time back, courtesy of a contact I shared. And it was crazy. It was crazy. Move and our chemistry on set, first of all. I never have to worry about what you're thinking. Because I know once you see me somewhere, you know that shot, I have it, so you're getting something else. There's always that gel. I think it's because pure mesoma. Ungekuwa mtu mjinga ingekuwa hivi bro. Ama sindio?
Okay, kusoma inasaidia, but inakujanga like ni ile tu unaona, and then you're like, how can I add value? So I already know what Marcus is doing. So how can I add value to what Marcus is doing? It won't help Marcus if I'm just doing what Marcus is doing. So if Marcus is doing close-ups, let me go do interviews or something. If Marcus is doing I don't know what he's doing. Let me do the opposite of what he's doing.
Let's not
that
face
we
the
can
same
have
side.
different things. Unajua for production ni kama kupika pilau. Unakuwa na viungo mingi ndio inabamba zaidi, kambao pale, kitanda, karafuu,
Pilau masala. I hear you. So just to add and to, as you wind up, as you finalize, I see the time is moving. So as you finalize, Patrick, I'd like you to just share one tip or encouragement, not of, let's say, advice to anyone who's watching or currently thinking, how can I start this social media journey? What can I do for myself to put myself to the next step? How do I even want to do this?
So that's a very important question. And it goes back to the first thing I said. Do what you love, do what you can. If you do what you love and you do what you can, by the time you're doing your 5th production, ataka unajirecord ukipika, believe me, you won't be the same person. You'll have a bit of a technical know-how, how to edit, how to cut, how to add music, how to work the camera and all that. So the most important thing is, if you don't know what to do, just do a little bit of research, but usikue caught up on the technicality of it when you're just starting. Don't be caught up on the technicality of it. Start, do something bad, to correct, and then the second one, improve, third one, hivyo. By the time you're doing your 6th show, I believe utakuwa a different person. Pia unaweza tuambia ya kwanza yako na hii sasa hivi uko ni same.
I'm done doing the equations. So, guys, with that, we'll give you this as the final. This is also another tip. We'll add there. Do something. Just do something. Well said, Pato. I love how you've kept it. Fanya key to start by posting. The first thing, even in class, the first time when you shoot key. Now we edit now post key. We post key too. So
that question, I guess, for people who are like, you're trying to put your own brand out there, right? So hii ufanyie mtu kazi, ni unajifanyia kazi. Wewe ndio utaamua quality, wewe ndio utaamua duration, wewe ndio utaamua, like you are basically your own boss. So do it. Juu saa zingine tunakuanga so hard on ourselves, nataka nikuwe kama Omoke. Na mimi si Omoke, sija put in the hours of Omoke. So let me just put in the hours of Patrick until ile time Patrick atakuwa guru. Sasa hata mse mwingine akianza inaweza kuja kama Pato, like Pato
amekuwa for a while hapo.
Pia anza tu hapo kwako. Ndio after 2 years utakuwa same.
Acha kazi jiangelele.
Thank you.
Sindio. Thank you so much, Patrick. It's been a pleasure. And I feel like is there anything you'd like to add before we wind up the session that you think you can add and share to the people who are watching?
The only thing I can say is be your biggest cheerleader also. I've listened to your podcast before, and someone said that, like, art is subjective. It is not objective. Sika sports. Or just sports, Kenya Cup, tunataka kushinda ile kikombe. That's an objective. Teams always they want to win that. But art is subjective. Kenya unapenda,
Kenya mtu mwingine anapenda.
So you have to be your own first number one fan. But open your ears to correction and open your eyes. Watch and learn.
Thank you so much, Patrick. Just tell your people where they can find you, your handles.
Takeover KE on IG. Takeover KE on, what's it called? YouTube. Hizo mbili sasa. Na pia Facebook Takeover KE.
Okay. So utakupata Facebook, utapata YouTube na pia uko IG.
Facebook, IG, YouTube Takeover KE.
Anything sports, Patrick is your guys. Guys, as we wind up this session, I'd like to thank you if you've watched till the end. If you figure this point, unaweza andika hapo kwa comment section. Set life. Kama umefika this far, let's try to set life hapo chini. Without any further ado, guys, I'd invite you to also join Patrick. He plays rugby. Join him for his games. Impala is playing when are you guys playing your next game?
Next game I'm playing Kisumu. Probably.
Mnaenda Kisumu?
Tunaenda Kisumu.
Lakini si ni mbali. Migori bana, utafika huko. So that guys, you can join Patrick for all the Kenya Cup games, also all the updates on sports. Let it be high school sports rugby, let it be club rugby. Check out Takeover Media on their website. They'll just give you current, updated results and fixtures for games. India. The season is back, guys. I hope you're ready. This is a new season. It's the end of January. We're starting February. It's still Happy New Year. So I hope as you're realigning and readjusting your vision, you stay focused and you keep chasing your dream. And as Patrick said, be your biggest supporter and cheerleader. So without any further ado, papasa pesa. I go by the groovy Uncle Marcus. I'm the man and I'm your man. You can call me Uncle Marcus. Salute. Cut.
Sema when you are their man.
I'm the man. I'm their man.
Wakikuona
Aye, family.
This is African Real Insights Podcast, where we talk about the process and business behind film and TV content production, hosted by Uncle Marcus.